Okay, so I tried to upload a video yesterday, but it would not upload, so I'm going to try to upload it through my computer. I did get a new computer for college since I will be a freshman. And what I talked about last night was about my epilepsy, my diagnosis of my epilepsy. And my first seizure I actually really had was when I was 9, and I was doing gymnastics at the time. And I apparently just had a grand mal seizure, and I went to hospital. Everything looked fine. I didn't have any injuries to my brain or my head or anything. So they just had me get an EEG done, which is how they test your electrical activity in your head, well, in your brain, and everything checked out just fine. And then pretty much nothing happened, so we just said, okay, it's probably just a one-time thing. It's probably from being hot, because it was really hot in the gym at the time. And I've had a lot of episodes of passing out just due to my nerve in my heart being kind of messed up. And really nothing happened until junior year of high school, when a lot of my friends started commenting on how you're spacing out a lot, what's going on. I'm like, well, I don't know, I'm probably just tired, and most of the time I didn't really know when I was spacing out. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer, but most of the time I really didn't know that I was spacing out. I'm just I don't know, probably just tired or something. And after that, really nothing happened. I'm just okay. And then what really brought me to the diagnosis of my seizures was when I was at a religious retreat, which was required either your junior or senior year, and because I didn't sign up soon enough, because the 30 spots filled up in literally 5 minutes to go your junior year, I was left going my senior year. And everything was fine until the second night, and that was the full day of everything, and it was more emotional. It was more you got more in depth with everything, not just your faith, but your personal life. So, and it was, we didn't know the time because it was called Kairos, which means God's time. So I just knew it was late, and I was extremely tired and emotionally tired as well. And we had one more activity to do, and I just remember being oh my God, seriously. I was so mad, but I did it with everyone else, and when we were doing the activity, I felt like I was going to pass out, because my heart felt like it was beating really fast, but I didn't. And then I just remember when the activity was done, and everyone was getting their pizza, I just remember going up to my friend, and I was crying, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm so tired, and I don't feel good. And she's like, well, here, I'm going to go get the leader. So the leader asked me what was wrong, and I told her the same thing, and she's like, well, what's bothering you? I'm like, well, my head feels weird, my stomach is bothering me. And she's like, well, do you want to eat? I'm like, no, I don't want to eat, I'm not even hungry. So she had me sit down while she went and got me something to drink, thinking maybe I was just dehydrated. And I remember my friend coming over, a different friend, and she just sat there with me. And then I just kind of dazed out, but I don't remember everything. It's scary because I didn't know what's going on, but I just remember when my leader came back, I could hear and see everything that was going on, but I was not able to respond to pain, any type of stimulus or outside stimulus, and I wasn't able to talk. So she basically was telling everyone around her she's catatonic, which I don't really know what that means, but I just know it was scary. And they called my mom, and by that time I was able to talk to my mom, and I just remember talking to her on the phone what is going on, why, I've never, because I have had this happen for a minute maybe after I ended up passing out in church. And I'm like, this is really bad. Like, this isn't like the other time that it happened. So I just remember crying really hard because I was scared and I was really tired. And she ended up, she's like, well, do you just want to wait it out? And by that time I had like dazed back out of like consciousness in a way. So they basically rushed me to the hospital and pumped me with a bunch of drugs. I have no idea what kind of drugs, but I have really no memory of being at the hospital because I was so like out of it. And I do remember my friend telling me that when the paramedic was there, he asked if I was there for like drug rehab, and they're like, no, because I literally have never done drugs or anything like that would cause something like that to happen. And so I went to my GP just to let her know what had happened, and she's like, well, have you ever considered having seizures? And I'm like, well, no, that's not even something that came to mind. And so she's like, well, I'm going to refer you to a neurologist to get an EEG just to rule that out. So I had that done, and I waited like 3 weeks, and mind this, after my initial, what they think was a seizure, I was told I couldn't drive. So that was like early October. And then when I came back December 23rd, I saw my neurologist, and he sat me down and said, well, you just had 7 minutes of seizure activity during that EEG. And I was honestly quite shocked because I didn't think that he had the right results. I'm like, well, that's not possible. Like, but I mean, all the comments of my friends saying, well, you've been spacing out, kind of made sense now. And he had diagnosed me with absent seizures or generalized seizures, also known as petit mal seizures, just seizures that affect the entire region of the brain, where it starts in the middle of the brain and then spreads outwards. And it's kind of like the person that's having it, they just kind of seem like they're daydreaming, which is why they don't necessarily get diagnosed very easily. And so I ended up, I started Keppra at 250 milligrams, and I started that Christmas morning before I opened presents. And then early February, I had another episode. So he bumped me up to 750 milligrams. So that bumped up the amount of time that I couldn't drive, because I live in Missouri, so in the state of Missouri you have to be 6 months seizure-free. So I technically won't be able to drive until August 1st. So, but I really wanted to make this channel that I'm kind of decided last night to create, is to create like hope for people who have just been diagnosed with seizures or going through them, because I've met a lot of people that have that deal with different types of seizures. And I also wanted to talk a lot about like mental health, because I've also dealt with that since I was in 5th grade. And I just want to like show people and prove to people that no matter what you're going through, there's hope at the end. You just have to work hard enough and look for it, because unless you actually look for that hope, you're not ever going to find it. So I just wanted you to get to know me a little bit, and I will be making some more videos in the upcoming days, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to make this a daily vlog or not, but we'll see, because I work full time, because I need money for college. So we'll see how it goes, but I hope I get to, I hope I inspire you all and get to know you guys. So I'll see you later. Bye.